race. And then third up is Jack Warren, who managed to maintain his position there, coming through very late on the brakes. There's somebody there as they came into then we get another car coming through right at the back of the end. That was the guy who started with the 10-second penalty, and he is at least still going. One pit order, everybody else still going. 34 cars out there, leaders on the hanging straight coming towards Alistair Douglas.
The merest of gaps as they come down into Stoke for the leader Brad Jones, but I think that will all be soaked up as they come into, and indeed it is as they come into Stoke Corner. The car in second place, that's Oak Richardson, and then the 722 who was second through here last time down to third, and they're turning in now into the left-handed element of Club Corner. No side-by-side action this time, so it's Brad Jones leads from Oak Richardson, from Alan Hawkins as they turn through the long right-hander, and then in fourth place it's the blue car of John Pethick, who, as you said, is the, I think you mentioned, is the only returnee, certainly a returnee to the Clubman Championship this year. He had such fun last year.
Yes, he finished in the top three last year. I think he finished third last year. And he's certainly the leading runner to be back in it this year. So he's certainly not the only one. But John Pethick at the moment in fourth place. So he's got time at the moment to hold sway. He's not lost touch with the leading group. They're turning through the loop now, and Brad Jones leaks out the smallest of margins. Oak Richardson there in second place ahead of Alan Hawkins, who's third. Then it's Pethick, behind Pethick I think it's still Jack Warry, as Michael Pearce, I mentioned, having started on the front row, came through at the end of the first lap in 10th place. So whether he's going to be able to recover those places, I mean, he got his front row position on time alone, so he should be able to recover some places. A bit of a battle leading the Masters class. Oak Richardson instead, everybody mentioned that, he's in the guest class, along with car number 26, which is the Superbike champion Sylvain Briatore. Wheels leads already at Stoke.
99 cars out of it, Russell. He's got clutch gone.
A big challenge for the lead there coming into Stoke Corner from the number 34 guest car, as you mentioned, of Oak Richardson, and really big challenge as they came onto the brakes, but it didn't work out, so it's still Brad Jones leading, but Brad has 3 cars immediately behind him and then half the field immediately behind that, so he can't relax at all. In fact, as they go onto the Hamilton straight, the car in second place, Oak Richardson, closes up, so we may see a challenge. Maybe not at Avian Farm, that's a flat-out corner for these cars, I would imagine, but perhaps on the brakes for Village.
Yeah, that's the big overtaking spot. It's braking into the fast right-hander at Village. A bit of an argy-bargy as they came through Club Corner there, between Paul Bateman and Matthew Fletcher. 42 and 21. 21 left him braking a bit too late, came into contact with Paul Bateman. They both managed to keep going, but they may have lost a bit of momentum, and a bit of a gap has built up between the rest of the field and them. Meanwhile, up at the front, it is still Brad Jones, eking out a bit of a margin, and in second place is now John Pethick, I think. Yes, it is John Pethick up in second place. In third place is 722 Aaron Hawkins, and no, in fact, Pethick back in fourth, just looking down the screen here. Oh, Richardson was in second place, but now Aaron Hawkins is back in the leader has managed to break away, and the breakaway is now significant, and it could well be that if Brad Jones can just keep his nose clean for the rest of the race, as number 722 almost spins but doesn't, gets very, very sideways, but that loses him momentum, and through goes Richardson back up into second place again, having been there last time around here, but he's up into second. The white car, predominantly white with multicolours, 722 of Alan Hawkins, did collect the slide but dropped back to third place, and in fourth place was the second of the blue cars, that's number 50 of John Pethick. The man who's making good progress is Kevin Dengate, in number 178, the reddish-orangey car. He came through fifth at the end of the lap. He started the race 8th. I think he's moved up further than that, so where he is at the end of this lap, but he seems to be making good progress. But good progress continues to be made by Brad Jones. You're absolutely right, Alistair. Whilst all the fighting has been going on for second, Brad Jones has just been knocking up his sleeve and moving away from the rest of the field. So Brad Jones then he'll be more than a second ahead, he'll be more like 2 seconds ahead by the time he gets up to the start-finish line. Alan Hawkins is, no, he's not in second place anymore, it's Richardson who's in second place, Alan Hawkins third. Moving up to fourth place, Kevin Dengate. Brad Jones looks reasonably comfortable now as he turns into Stowe Corner, and in fact second place has also split up a little bit, that battle of a few cars, but for fourth place it's almost 3 abreast into Stowe Corner, and who is it that's got that one? It's number 50, who we did have right at the front, didn't we? John Pethick, just a lap or so back, but he's now battling for that fourth place. As they turn through Club now, the leader Brad Jones, followed in second place by 34 Oak Richardson. Then it's the
Alan Hawkins, number 722, next up. And Jack Worry, who's made good progress. He was in for third, in fact, on the grid. Did slip back to that seventh, back up.
Yes, well, he feels he should be, no doubt. Problem out on the circuit for William Green, the Fox corner. He's often buried deep into the gravel, so I suspect he's going to be there for the remainder of the race. Might be able to get him out of the gravel, but certainly at the moment we've got yellow flags at Cops Corner whilst William Green's car is removed from the gravel bed. So it's quite deeply embedded at the moment. Brad Jones still leading the way and is, where is he, just coming onto the Wellington Straight now for the fifth time this time. 2 minutes of the race still to go. So this lap plus another, I reckon, so it'll be 6 laps in all at the end of the race. He comes, it's 2.5 seconds his lead at the beginning of this lap. That's the race.
Stoke Corner, Brad Jones, but who's going to be second? Well, at the moment it's Oak Richardson. Then it is Alan Hawkins. And Alan Hawkins being chased by John Pethick, as you say, who's back up into that fourth place again, a bit of a yo-yo. And